See, one person showed up. 351 Cleveland. How's it going, sir? Coastal Water. Hey, wife. For those of you that might not know, Coastal Water is my wife, so glad to have her support when I'm up here. Sorry. Blake Dodson. Hello, sir. Blake, I still need to get with you about the bass singer duel if we're doing that this Sunday or next Saturday. Just let me know which day you want to duel on. If any of y'all have Facebook, do check out the Facebook page, Bass Slingers. They're a cool group of guys. If you catch a fish over 4 pounds or over a largemouth bass over 4 pounds or over 20 inches long, he can do a pretty cool Photoshop of the fish as a record book entry. Coastal Water, is the little one still awake? If so, tell her daddy says hello. Or do you have me on the TV again? It's daddy. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Chrissy, how are you doing, ma'am? How's my work day? My work day was a long, slow, boring process today. They were concrete stabilizing about 4 foot of soil to bring the building pad up to grade. And basically what they do is they spread about a foot of dirt of bad material that was too wet out, put concrete over it. Then they take a tiller and till the soil and the concrete together, take a sheep's foot roller and roll it in. And then from there they cut it with a backhoe down to grade, and they will roll it with a smooth drum roller to seal it off. So watching that process be completed and redone and completed and redone 3 or 4 times today was a nice, long, slow process. Okay, you do have it linked to the TV. I'm sure Panda is loving that right now, seeing Daddy on TV. Maybe she's happier to see Daddy than she is Bluey, one of her cartoons. To give y'all what I'm talking about, Coastal Water up here is my wife. We've been married right at a little over 13 years now, and we have a 4-year-old. And she can stream my lives and my YouTube videos to the TV for my daughter while I'm out of town and working and stuff. So at least my daughter does get some interactions with me while I'm not home, which is always nice. Yeah, I do appreciate that she does that, so my daughter can see me and hear me and watch me some. And we try to video chat every night before I hop on live streams and stuff. Um, is there any questions y'all would like to ask of me, fishing wise or anything else related? I will try. I'm up here in a hotel in West Virginia. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. Sitting around the hotel bored and don't want to go to sleep yet, so I figured I'd start a live stream, see who would come on and ask questions. Just a little Q&A. What was for supper? I had pizza for supper. I still have pizza left, so it'll probably be lunch tomorrow. There's a little pizza place by the job site called Hudson's, and I got a large pepperoni pizza, and it's more than I can eat, surprisingly. Blake, I kind of hope you catch stinks this weekend, because that's about all I'm going to be able to catch. Hey, Tinkerbell, how are you doing, ma'am? Uh, Tinkerbell is from the other side of the world from me. She's over in the Philippines, I believe, if I'm correct. UKC fishing with Big Dan. How are you, sir? I was telling them that I'm up here because I'm just kind of bored in the hotel room and hanging out, just loving life. I might be going, if I'm fishing Sunday against Blake, I might be headed your way to the game lands on Sunday. Um, I'll have to figure out a way to get up with you on that, see if you would like to go. Huh? Blake, you say it will be an easy win, but this time of year, with how cold it's been getting, I don't know what it's been like back home, but I know West Virginia is it's in the low 50s in the daytime and upper 20s at night. So if it's anything close to that back home, it's not going to be an easy win. Okay. Yeah, Pontoon Jody goes live stream on Thursday nights U.S. time. So that would be Friday morning for you, probably, Tinkerbell, because it is 9 p.m. over here on the east coast of the United States. I think we're roughly 12 hours behind you because it's still Wednesday night here. As you're going to bed tonight, we will be waking up to Thursday, and you'll be going to bed to wake up to Friday. What Chad saying? I hadn't seen Chad in here yet. 48 degrees here now with rain within the hour. Where is that at? 350? Is that in Cleveland? 351? Are you actually from there? Because that might be close enough to me. I'd be kind of concerned for later this week. Oh, South Carolina. Okay. I'm currently in, where am I? I don't even, there's so many little towns up here where I'm at. I don't, the weather map has me in Hurricane, West Virginia. It is currently 36 and clear right now, or 34 and clear. I think it's supposed to be 28 degrees in the morning when I wake up. What part of South Carolina are you in, Cleveland? Because I live in North Carolina, so I'm not too far north of you. $33 in the U. Hmm. I actually haven't seen Jody on any of the live streams tonight. I don't know where Miss Jody is. I was just realizing that. I saw her on live streams earlier today, but as of tonight, I really haven't seen her on any live streams. That's kind of weird. She may be out catfishing somewhere because I think there's a tournament tomorrow night that she hosts. That ought to be fun with 5 or 6 people. I think there's 5 or 6 people who signed up for that. Biggest bass I've caught out of the pond that I fish in. The one that I fish in mainly, which is about a mile from my house, is the biggest fish was in 2019. It was 8 pounds 11 ounces or 9 pounds 11 ounces. I'll have to go back on Fish Brain and check that out. I'm pretty sure it was 8 pounds 11 ounces. I've caught multiple record books out of there, but this year I cannot find a big fish to save my life. Okay, 47, mostly cloudy back home. So that's about 10 to 20 degrees difference between here and back home. Blake, I have Fish Brain, but I have not used that in probably a year or so. I always forget to put my fish up there. But pretty much all my PBs are up there for Fish Brain. Sorry. First time fishing adventures was texting me. Blake, in the pond I fish close to my house, there isn't really a best lure that works at that pond. Because let's see, what was it? About 3 weeks ago, I did a multi-bait video. I don't know if I've posted that or not yet, but I caught one on a swim bait, a lipless crankbait, a square bill, a Cinco, a rooster tail, caught a bass on worms, and a bass on cut bait. So I used 7 different baits and caught a fish on all 7 baits. So if they're biting, it doesn't matter what I throw. If they're not biting very good, normally it's a lipless crankbait or a Texas rig, as long as I can keep it up out of the grass. All right, Big Dan. Friday at 4 p.m. my time. I should just be passing the Virginia, North Carolina border about that time. And as I'm driving home on Friday, I will definitely have to check in and watch your live stream on my way home. It'll give me something to do while I'm driving. Tina Ladybug, hello, ma'am. How are you? And there's Miss Irene just came in also. She told me she would come by if I went live. But then again, I told her last night I'd go to her tea time, and I did. I need to see about the StreamYard and what it costs monthly to use StreamYard, so I can have other people drop in with me through the StreamYard link. Right now, I've done one live through StreamYard, and I do have it set up, but right now I only get 20 hours a month, so I haven't really branched out to the StreamYard part yet. I'm going to have to start putting my PayPal or Cash App or something in these videos. That way y'all can help me be able to pay for the StreamYard and just help me out at some point. Yeah, this free version gives me up to 20 hours, but Panda love. I love the Panda too. My daughter's name is Miranda, and we call her Miranda Panda, so that's what that panda in the heart means. Chat. I need to get up here and do a testimony for my daughter at some point. She has been an absolute miracle for me and the wife, and she has been through a lot in her 4 years, but maybe one day I'll get the courage to go through and tell her story a little bit. Brian B. Catfishing, hello. I might actually, depending on how much coastal water allows me to fish this weekend, I might try to get out and live stream a catfishing video at the pond this weekend. And instead of bass fishing it, I'll do straight catfish only. I've got a big community now that likes catfishing. I need to start adding some more catfishing videos, and I wouldn't mind getting back to catfishing. It's nice and relaxing, and you don't have to walk and cast as much for them. There's First Time Fishing Adventures. How's it going, Mr. Clyde? As you can see, Coastal Water is up in here along with my daughter, so you can say hello to both of them for sure. Need to get you and your wife over to La Caseta one night and I'll sit down and eat. Fishing the Dot, what's up? Marino's Mysteries. Puta. I guess Chupta, everyone means hello. Brian B. Catfishing. I am sea fishing. We can catfish. Yes, ma'am, we can all go catfishing. I may have to go get the Panda thing of night crawlers somewhere and see how we can all do out there. I must say, I like fishing the Dot's name. I don't know how many times I've had to put dots on a GPS just to get back to where I wanted to go fishing at the next time. Coastal Water, I need to get you hooked up with Leo and Irene and Jessica's dumpster diving and some of that crowd that Miss Irene has with her, because they are very artsy, craftsy people, and they love to get together and talk about what arts and crafts they're doing. Matter of fact, Miss Irene caught me trying to knit earlier today while I was on the job site. Is Maine for what are you up to? All right, Marina, I'm not really up to much. Just sitting around a hotel, being bored. Figure I'd come up here, let people ask me questions, see what anybody would like to know from me. Tinkerbell, hello. Um, let's see. I got a good group in here tonight. Got right many people. Let's see. Anybody have any questions for me about anything? You want me lost in Hobby Lobby? If you get lost in Hobby Lobby, can I get lost in Academy Sports at the same time since they're connected? Now we might have to start going dumpster diving. They get some good stuff out of dumpsters. Have us a little resale shop. Uh, I was checking my YouTube notifications over here. If anybody needs anybody's link, try to let me know. I can see if I can pull it up and drop it for y'all to get back and forth to each other's pages so you can support everybody. How cold does it get when catfish stop biting? I don't think I've ever experienced that for catfish to stop biting, at least not in eastern North Carolina. Somebody like Jody or Catfish might be able to tell you. Cranking and yanking, I just saw where you said, "What's up, good people?" I did not see you come in. I'm sorry about that. Welcome to the room. Brian B, catfishing. I don't know how much catfishing you do. Is a punchline coming? I don't know. Just living life when you're when your tip of your rod gets ice. That hasn't stopped me before, just living life. I hate to say that. Because when there starts getting hmm, back when I was watching Milliken fishing and some of the people up in Nebraska, I've seen them catch catfish through the ice. I have never been ice fishing, so I could not tell you. I don't think I've ever found any type of weather that was too cold, too rainy, or too bad that I stopped fishing. About the only thing else that'll stop me from fishing is thunder and lightning. Yep. I've caught speckled trout where you've had to do that, dip the end of your pole in the water to keep the ice off the tip of your rod. Just living life. Do you have a Facebook page by any chance? If so, I'll get with you after the live stream. I'll send you my email that's on, or I'll try to send you a link of some. Try to send you my email so you can find my Facebook page, sir. Maybe we can get together and go fishing sometime. Since you are roughly 10 miles from me when I'm back home. Paint fishing for catfish by fire, maybe, but not in a boat. I've caught most of my catfish during the day. I have not caught too many catfish at night, surprisingly. But I really haven't targeted catfish at night that much. Even catch sea lions. And, yeah, that was a very, very terrible nor'easter day at Oregon Inlet. We had live eels out, and all the tide was running so hard, even with I think a 6 to 8 ounce pyramid sinker, the eels were floating on the top, and the sea lions and the seagulls were stealing the eels right off the hook. Just bought a kerosene heater to take with me fishing. Tinkerbell vlog is another young lady from over in the Philippines, and if I was on live stream, I would probably get her to come up here and sing for us because she has a very beautiful voice. The few times I have been on her live streams. Between her and Suey TV, I'd have to get one of them to sing Daddy Finger for the panda. Because they do like saying use the daddy finger, which is your thumbs up for videos. let's see. I do know that hopefully in the next couple of weeks I will have a decent piece of plywood to put in the floor of my boat. I will probably try to get first time fishing adventures over one Saturday, hopefully coming up in the near future, or if I had the week of Thanksgiving off, we'll get together that week before Thanksgiving and we can get the floor of my boat taken care of. I have to do a fishing with the veterans and his stories. Oh Lord, I don't know if your daddy or brother would get up here or not, but they have some wild fishing stories, that's for sure. I can't get the temperature in this room to regulate. It's either too hot or too cold. Well, they only have one more night up here. Tomorrow night, I will be dropping a video. Do not know what the video will be of yet. I just emptied my SD card from my GoPro. I had 123 videos on it. And all of those videos are brand new and have been filmed in the last 2 to 3 weeks. So I will have to go through and figure out what all I have on my GoPro camera or on everything. For my videos, I do have I think this is a 1 terabyte external hard drive that I put all my videos on. That way I can keep them. I'll put the videos from the GoPro on this, and then as I edit them, all I do is keep the edited videos. I do know there's at least one fishing adventure with First Time Fishing Adventures where we took my boat out and did a 2 versus 1 challenge with Paul Manbasson. Paul Manbasson put out his version of the video I think he put that out either Friday or Tuesday. So with him just putting his version out, I will put my version out hopefully tomorrow. Now, I should have 4 or 5 other videos up there that I can probably create or get some type of video off of the stuff for that. Takedown catfishing. How's it going, buddy? I'm hoping I can go catfishing this Saturday, depending on how busy we are. I got some cut bait at the house and might have to go get me some chicken liver and some worms and go see what I can come up with out at the pond I normally bass fish at. What do I use to edit with? The laptop that I'm on right now, when I got it from work, it has a program on here that's just called Video Editor. It was pre-downloaded on this computer, which is a I think it's a Lenovo ThinkPad. It had a video editor downloaded onto it that came as part of the stock hardware, whatever you call it. I think it's software once it's on the computer. It's hardware when it's on a disk or something, but yeah. It had a video editor on it. It's simple, easy to use. You don't have all the features like being able to take sound off or put sound in or anything like that, but I can trim and cut my video down. I can type words in it, but yeah, that's what I'm using for right now. I may branch out eventually when I get better at all this and see what type of other video editing stuff I can find. I have thought about getting something like an iPad or a tablet with like iMovie or something like that. So, but I'll be somewhere farther way down the line once it really takes off. Right now, I'm just doing all this for the fun of it. Trying to think, there's one of the YouTube videos I watch. At the end of it, he says keep fishing because bassing is a passion. I want to say it's Fletcher the fisherman that says that all the time, and that's about what it is. Is fishing is a passion of mine. I just absolutely love it. Somewhat keeps me sane. I didn't really come up here with anything in mind to say, so y'all keep asking questions. See if any questions come through. My chat's going slow right now. Let's see. Trying to think of something to talk about here. Thanks for sharing, bro. Hey, Pentiu Adventures. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for subscribing. You are a very new subscriber. I think you just joined today. I appreciate that, sir. And thank you for the kind comment that you left on my video. I'll definitely have more videos like that coming out. And thank you for joining my live stream. That means a lot. Homemade cat bait. Chicken breast strips in a bag with strawberry Kool-Aid, garlic, shake it up. I have never really tried homemade catfish bait. I've always used chicken livers, or March, April, and May, I go over to Tarboro, catch a bunch of hickory shad, vacuum seal them, and cut them up throughout the year for no more than what I do. What is my go-to soft plastic to throw? I normally Texas rig a Yum Dinger. I think it's a peanut butter and cream color one. Like presentation, and do you like a Texas rig, or what's your go-to? Most of the time it's Texas rigged, and it could be weightless or weighted. It just depends on where I'm at. But most of the time when I'm out, if I'm out fishing, I either throw a soft bodied swim bait like a paddle tail or a curly tail, or that's either pre-rigged with the hook in it or on a jig head, or Texas rig. if I'm going to go soft plastic. But I've got creature baits, I've got lizards, I've got yum dingers, I've got curly tail worms, I've got speed worms. I've got a whole 12-inch box of nothing. I've got three 12-inch boxes. I think it's the 3000 series from Academy or something like that. It's the mid-range box that is nothing but soft plastics, whether it's creature baits, got some bandito bugs, some lunker logs, rattling nets, all kinds of stuff. All right, honey, good night. I do have a meeting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for my work, but you should be calling me well before that. I'll be up about 7 a.m. to go down and eat breakfast and get back to the room. So I'll talk to you while I'm eating breakfast, I guess. You and Panda sleep tight tonight. Let's see. I do have Mr. Sam Reed with I think it's Bass Truck Custom Lures is making me a mini rod that he does. It's like a 4.5 foot medium fast action rod with a matching reel. And he's been taking those rods down to the coast and catching bait fish and stuff on all of that. I'm trying to decide whether that's going to go to me or the 4-year-old at this point. I can't say if I like a wacky rig because I've never really used a wacky rig. So that's one of those baits I need to spend some time on this coming spring. Using a wacky rig. I want to try to start getting into like a Tokyo rig. The only time I use a Carolina rig is when I'm catfishing or if I'm actually down at the beach, I will use a Carolina rig. All right, Chrissy, good night. Thank you for coming by. You have a blessed night yourself, young lady. Let's see. I did get an Alabama rig not too long ago. I have not thrown it yet. I probably need to get it out and set it all up and see about throwing it around, especially with this colder weather and the bass are going to be looking for schools of shad. I would think an Alabama rig being slow rolled in over some of the breaks and the pond I'm in would probably, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't catch 2 or 3 fish on the Alabama rig at one time. Because the last bass I caught was 14 and a half inches. I bet he had three or four other fish that were as big, if not bigger than him, that were trying to take the bait out of his mouth while I was reeling him in. So if I throw an Alabama rig out, I would probably do really well. And I might try that against you in this duel coming up, whichever day you decide to do it. But that would be my first time ever using an Alabama rig also. First time fishing adventures. After you get out of church on Sunday, if you are available, give me a call. We might can go over to Belvoir and either hit the pond that we did this past weekend, or we can go back to the other pond that I took the boat to. Boat's still loaded up on the back of the truck. All right, Tinkerbell, good night. Take care. I will probably talk to you tomorrow. In 2019, I had 8 double hookups, and I think 5 of those were in the month of March using a jerkbait out there. So I'm pretty sure they would devour it. Let me see here. Fish Donkey, half a spot, tournament, tourney X. Well, I don't use Fish Brain enough to even remember where it said on my phone. You're probably right, Blake. Like I said, I hadn't long gotten one, so I will have to see how that goes. Let's see. There. Hadn't used Fish Brain in so long I wasn't even logged into it anymore. Let's see. See if this is the right Fish Brain or not. Don't look like it is. That was not the right one of my Fish Brain accounts. I think I got multiple accounts with that. Okay, let me change. Let me see if it goes that way. Lee Evans Catfish, what's up, buddy? All right, you're going to bed. Have a good night. Mr. Lee, before you leave, are you going live in the morning? All right, Blake, let me know tomorrow what day we will be doing each other, and we will try to work something out here. Okay. Oh. They don't want to let me on my Fish Brain account tonight. But anyways, I can do. All right. Is there anybody? Who all else is in here? I know Lee and Blake just left. I figured you were going to say that. I got to restring a rod before I go back out there. That's for sure. Let me see. Gallery. I was trying to find a picture that I have up here on my phone of a big catfish that I caught not too long ago. I caught it about 7 years ago, but it's still on this phone here. I just shared it with somebody not too long ago, so. All right, there it is. See if I can get the rotate. I don't want to rotate. I don't know. Can y'all see that picture? I don't want I don't know if y'all can tell, that is a huge channel cat in my arms. That is my PB channel cat there. Trying to get this thing to focus, but that channel cat was right at 36 inches and weighed something like 27 pounds. I caught it on a piece of cut bait in the pond I always bass fish in. That's the bluegill tournament I did. Mountain trip. Where I bought the boat. If y'all want to see one of the funniest catches I've ever had with a circle hook, which to this day I do not know how I reeled this in. If you can see, let me see if I can turn this brightness down on this phone. There you go. That might be a little bit better. I turned the brightness down on my phone so you could see it better. There's an old antique Coca-Cola bottle that I caught with a circle hook that somehow that croaker style circle hook went directly into the lip of the bottle and hooked in to where it would not come off. Off the hook outdoors. How's it going, sir? I got bored around the hotel room and decided to pop up here for a Q&A session. So if you have any questions for me, by all means, please voice them in any way you can. This is no longer my PB from 2019. This past I'm getting ready to show was 7 pounds, 11 ounces. I caught it on a weird black, like trench hog type bait. That was a very huge bass there. Okay, I got it too dark. A little bit of light here. That was a monstrous bass, so I can catch big fish. If you can see the scale, it was 7 pounds, 11 ounces for that big fish. There's one of my double hookups. I had a fish on the front and on the back. I think that was one of 7 or 8 of that year. I saw him schooled up chasing shad, and I threw a jerkbait in there, which First Time Fishing Adventures loves his jerkbaits. And that's what happens when you throw a jerkbait. Frontier Survival and Jody. There's my PB crappie, 19 and a half inches, 3 pounds, 9 ounces. That came from First Time Fishing Adventures. That crappie came from River Park North. Yeah, Patrick knows that place very well. He's caught a couple of monsters out of it. Miss Jody, while you are in here real quick, let me show you this catfish. Let me get back down to it here. There you go. That's a better picture of the catfish. Miss Jody, that is a channel catfish that I caught in a local bass pond here. He was right at 36 or 38 inches long and weighed just right about 25 or 26 pounds, I believe is what he weighed. So when I say if I can get out there at night between 10 and 2 on a Thursday night, yeah, I can compete with your guys from there. That's for sure. I caught that fish on chicken liver. All right, see you later. Take care, Miss Jody. I will talk to you tomorrow. Those are some PBs. I know the bass is not my actual PB big bass. I caught that when I was about 15 or 16, and it was a double digit. Me and my dad were out trout fishing. It was like late February, early March, and I hooked a 13-pound, 2-ounce largemouth bass. I wish I had gotten that fish mounted. I did not, and I still kick myself to this day for that. I think it was 23 or 24 inches long. Which in that same area, my dad just caught a 6.5-pound speckled trout about 2 weeks ago. Let's go back to the same spot we missed. He knows that place. Yeah. All right. Who all is still in here? It's only showing one on my end. I don't know if there's more than one or not. Because I know the little counter up at the top is hardly ever right. First time fishing adventures, if you're the only one. There's Big Matt. It clicked up to 2. How's it going, Big Matt? I tried to add you as a moderator earlier today and it would not recognize your link for some reason. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I will have to try that later. Again. I got First Time Fishing Adventures, Paul Man Bassin, and it allowed me to do Texans Down Under as moderators, but it would not allow me to put you as a moderator. And right now, off the top of my head, I don't exactly know where to go to put you as a moderator. Big Matt, I'm hoping you're doing well tonight, sir. You hadn't too long ago missed my wife being in here. I'm doing well. I'm not going to be too much longer. Going to get off here. I've been up here about an hour. I was sitting around the hotel kind of bored. Got up here for a question and answer with everybody. Any questions you'd like to ask me, sir, while you're in here? Or advice or anything like that? I am going to probably be checking out StreamYard in the near future to see about paying for that. So I can start using that more so I can have y'all come up on screen with me. Because I do like how you can do that. I am actually through YouTube off of my laptop right now. I am not using StreamYard. I used that the first time I went live from my phone, but now I can actually go live through YouTube with my phone or my laptop. So I need to probably get StreamYard set up and start paying for it so I have more than that 20 hours a month. Yes, I have a Samsung Galaxy 20 Note Ultra or something like that.
There's a problem with drones. You see these sweet drones racing around getting good.
Let's try and pull up a video. I was not trying to get it to do that. Click my live stream. Okay. Click my live stream. Oops, sorry. Turn my volume off when I do that. Okay, I see. I can add you that way. If I click, I see now when I click on your name that way, it pops up actions and has that. See if that works, sir. Should have added you. Hey. Cool. I got it. Thank you, sir. You're definitely more knowledgeable about this stuff than I am. And like I said, I'm going to try to talk to wife and let me pay for StreamYard each month so I can have y'all pop up in the studio and stuff and interact more with me that way. Because, let's see. Cool. All right. For some reason, I was doing it the way your wife had said, and I got her and Paul Manning First Time Fishing Adventures. For some reason, it would not add you. I don't know why. But this way, I just added you and I added my wife because my wife's actually been coming in here to help out. Did I give myself a thumbs up? Now I have. Didn't know I could give myself a thumbs up. Yeah. The best thing about lives is it's been giving me a lot more public watch hours. I do like the fact that your public watch hours skyrocket when you're live. If you can have the engagement of people in here. Small water. I saw small water charters pop up. There he is. It popped up on my phone before it did my live stream. I just made him a moderator too. I got all three of the main people that helped me start my channel. First Time Fishing Adventures, Big Matt, and Small Water Charters. Y'all are the three people that have definitely helped me grow this channel and get it to wherever I am at now. I don't even know. It's showing on my phone right now 123 supporters. I appreciate all y'all have done for me. First Time Fishing Adventures for talking me into doing this. Small Water Charters between you, Bass Brim and Beyond, and the Yee live stream. Y'all got me hooked up with Big Matt and this great group of supporters, and I absolutely thank you for everything you've done. I've tried to comment on every one of yours I've seen since that live stream, Small Water. I definitely do try to comment on everybody's video, and if you leave me a comment, I try to comment back. But I think hopping in there with you, Bass Brim and Beyond, and Yee that night, I think it was y'all go on Saturday night or Sunday night. I can't remember what night it is now that y'all go. Okeechobee in the morning. I will be watching. I'll have a meeting about my open enrollment for health insurance, and then I get to go watch people dig loading dock footers all day and test soil and concrete. So I'll be sitting around a job site. My acid reflux is acting up tonight. We live right in the lake. That's good. I'll be watching people work all day tomorrow. Friday, I will watch people work till lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, I'll be heading back home at that time. I ate too much pizza earlier. Now I got acid reflux. Let's see. In the last hour of being live, I think I've had 16 videos pop up for me to watch. Some are bigger channels like Kicking Their Bass TV and looks like Colin J that I watch have popped up, and some of the Googans have popped up some videos this afternoon I haven't watched yet. Yeah, I'm not going to be too much longer getting off here. I appreciate you stopping by, sir. But anyways, have a wonderful night. Tight lines tomorrow, small water. Good luck on catching some fish. I can't wait to see the video again. I'm sure your wife will outfish you as always, but hey, that's what happens most of the time. I can't say nothing. I think my wife and 4-year-old are going to go out with me this weekend to go catfishing at the local pond. And I will try to figure out some way to set my phone up so I can film that outing with me, my wife, and my 4-year-old. And I'll probably go live with that. So we'll see how that goes on Saturday afternoon. Anyways, Paul Man Bassin got in here late to the party. But I heard he was watching First Time Fishing Adventures pond, hoping he didn't catch all of his bass, from what I was told. I got to watch that video more thoroughly so I can figure out what baits I need to use to go catch some of them 2, 3, 4 pound bass over there. Now I can hopefully get up to the quality of bass y'all are catching. I was getting ready to get off, but now there's 4 people up here. Trying to get my computer right. Fishing with Big Mike. Welcome to the party. I got bored in the hotel room. I'm just doing a question and answer session, sir. If y'all, Paul, man, I broke off on 17-pound fluoro this past weekend. All I felt was weight and head shakes. And 3 seconds later, all I felt was slacking the line. Jody was only in here for about 10 minutes first time. %, asleep. I wish I was 80% asleep. But hey, that's dedication, Big Mike. I appreciate that, sir. Showing Jody the picture of my PB Catfish. Let me turn that down. There's my PB Catfish for the new guys in here. He was just over 36 inches long and just over 20-some pounds. Yeah, I was in your live chat last night. I know you were cold. You gonna get up and do it all over again tomorrow night for Jody's tournament? Or the other day I was talking to Jody, I told her I could catch 15 to 20 pound channel cats in the pond I fish in. Paul Main, you pass that pond every day where that fish come from. The funny thing about that fish, you're gonna go hundo hunting again tomorrow night. You ought to do hundo hunting and fishing with Jody all at the same time. Then you can win her tournament. He needs a reason to sneak in there. Okay. Let me see. Can I give him a reason to sneak into my pond? Let's see. PB bluegill out of that pond, just over a pound. He actually hit a square bill. And then one of my wonderful jerkbait catches, 2 fish at one time. Let's see. One of the biggest bass I've caught out of there, 7 pounds, 11 ounces. And I got the bait up there that I caught it on because I do not know what that bait is. I've never seen it again. I found it hanging out of a tree. I think our channel cats are about the same, and that channel cat was a state record, Big Mike. So my PB Blue rod and reel is 64 pounds. My PB Blue Cat by Gillnet was 99.3. And I don't think I've ever caught a flathead. We got to go back, Matt. Back where? Where we did the collab? And this is a completely different pond, but that's my PB crappie right there. And he came on a jerkbait. That was at Riverport North for Paul Mann and First Son Fishing Adventures. Yeah, Paul Mann's only available on Mondays right now. If that, with the holidays coming out. At least I still have video evidence of some of my PB. The PBs I just showed there for the bluegill, channel cat, bass, and crappie were all rod and reel PBs. Gill net from my commercial fishing days. I've caught some huge ones. Fishing with Big Mike, that crappie was 19 and a half inches. I think it was 3 pounds, 9 ounces. And because it was a spawning time, it went right back into the pond that it's in. And that was caught on Outdoor or First Time Fishing Adventures' favorite jerkbait. Oh man, the week of Thanksgiving. Do you have any time off during then? Because the way it's looking right now, I might have the whole week off of Thanksgiving. I'm hoping I will be done by Thanksgiving up here, but we will have to see. Thanksgiving Day. You don't get your normal Monday, Tuesday that week. Anyways. Whew. Time flies up here when you're having fun. On these live streams, that's for sure. Mandatory overtime. You'll be making so much money you won't have to fix the boat up. You'll just be able to go buy you a brand new one. All that overtime. I don't know if I get some of these upgrades to the crawdad done, I might have to sell you the crawdad and go buy me a boat. The concrete crew out here doing the footings, they have a whole pallet of 4x8 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. That is marine grade plywood, so the concrete and the water won't make it rot. I've already been told by a couple of the workers they'll slip a piece on my truck before I head back on. Help me slip a piece in the back of my truck before I head back home. So if I can get that, that would be real good. Do you get any? Blake, I'm working 60 hours a week right now, bud. So let's see, Wednesday, 8, 9, 10. As of 11 o'clock tomorrow, I will be overtime. Yeah. The first time I tell you that we put my boat in at April Lane this past weekend, that was a blast. He missed one that was probably 3 or 4 pounds on a whopper plopper, and I hooked one on a creature bait that I could not move. One thing I do need to do this time, first time fishing adventures, is I do have that eye bobber. I need to see if I can figure out where that's at and get it charged up and see what I can come up with for that. Tree pound. Nah, the one I broke off on was not a tree pounder because I think even first time fishing adventure saw the line moving and the rod jump. And when I set the hook, all you heard, you could hear the ting of the line snapping. I don't know what I hooked. I don't know if it was a big, I don't know if it was a snapping turtle, if it was a pike or what. I swear there was head shakes about the time I heard the tink on it. But nothing ever came up to throw the bait out of its mouth, so I don't know. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. Clyde, where are you going back to RPN? I really wouldn't mind getting out there this weekend if the wife allows me to go fish. Sean, I got 5 people in here watching. I know Blake, First Time Fishing Adventures, and Paul Man. Who's the other 2? Got Blake, Clyde, and Patrick. Because I think I turned mine off while I was watching it on my phone. It may have been my phone for one of them. Y'all got any good questions for me tonight? Okay, that's pretty much. Tips for growing your channel on YouTube. I think the way my channel has grown is just going on other people's live streams, interacting with people, and supporting those that support you back. But Paul, man, for me, I have plenty of time throughout the day, whether I'm at work or not, where I can stay on YouTube almost 24/7. The only time I don't have YouTube open is probably when I'm in bed. And even then, there are times where I will pull up Paul Man Bassin, First Sun Fishing Adventures, HK2 Production, or I just pick a random channel and I will pull up this laptop and I will hit play all and just let it keep playing. throughout the night to try to help you with your watch hours. I don't know if that helps or not, but maybe it does. Just made it in. Squirrels Magnet Fishing. How are you doing, sir? I need you to come down to North Carolina and bring your magnet. I lost a tackle box last year off the end of a pier. I don't know if it's still there or not. I doubt anything in it is good anymore, but it would be interesting to see if you could find it. Is all you do is magnet fish squirrel, or do you actually rod and reel fish also? I really haven't. I've got so many people connected to me and supporting me. I haven't seen everybody's video too much. What part of North Carolina? I am in the eastern part of North Carolina, around Greenville area. My favorite 6 scale reel, I would have to say, is my Dreadnought or my Reaver. Their bait casters are mediocre at best to me. Their spinning reels, so far I haven't had any trouble with my spinning reels. I've got a Deluge, I've got a Typhoon, 2 Cirrus, a Hamar, a Wraith, I think a Cyclone bait caster from them. And I need to box all 7 of them up and send them all back for various either gear issues, the level winding screw has come off. Okay, there's actually a Civil War reenactment, I think this weekend, over in Hamilton, North Carolina at Fort Branch. I did strictly 6 gill bait casters for about 2 years. And that's about all I got out of them, was maybe 1 to 2 years, if that. But I mean, when I say I fish, when I'm back home, first time fishing adventures, or Paul Man can tell you, anytime they call me after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when I'm back home, between 3 or 4 o'clock and dark, excuse me, between 3 or 4 o'clock and dark any given day, if they try to call me and see what I'm up to, I'm out fishing. And I think I got a couple of videos with them calling me, and I catch fish while they're on the phone. Suey TV, how are you, hon? Thank you for coming over. You must have just finished up your live stream. I hopped on yours earlier for a little bit to show support, and hopped on 2 or 3 others, and then I decided to hop up here myself. I understand that, Squirrel. Yes, Paul Man has rode by me out at the pond while I was fishing, laying on his horn, trying to distract me. He's actually cost me a fish that way once, because I was turning around paying attention to him, and the fish bit and I missed the bite. My phone is going crazy with notifications over here. Big Matt, welcome back. I don't know if you left or if you had just gotten quiet, but welcome back in. That's your story. You're sticking to it. I heard that country song today. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Blake, I grew up commercial fishing. You would work 20 hours, sleep 4, always out on a boat. So, I'm used to little to no sleep. As long as I get about 2 to 3 hours of sleep, I'm good to go. Going to do some fishing next year. That's good. If you're ever around Eastern North Carolina, Squirrel, look me up. I don't mind taking you to some of the ponds. There's quite a few I could take you to, or we can get down to the Outer Banks and go down there. Not this weekend, but next weekend I might try to do that. I might actually go up and see a couple of YouTubers I met this Sunday. I'm thinking about going up to a Husky area up by the Roanoke. There's a couple of YouTubers I met the other day, and one of the pastors of a church that I really like is on YouTube with them. I'll have to go up there and check them out. I've been there this year for vacation. I hope you enjoyed it enough to come back, Squirrel. Stephen Chadwick. Hello, sir. That is a new name on me. You must be a new subscriber. Oh, 1 second. I need to do something here. YouTube, live chat. Miss Suey, I gave you a treat, ma'am. Welcome to being a moderator. What part of North Carolina did you go to for your vacation, Squirrel? Because I just looked up a room in Atlantic Beach for a Friday and Saturday night, and I think the room I looked up for the 2 nights was right at $300 for 2 nights with tax and title. Whew. Tax, incidentals, and all that was going to be about $260 for the 2-night stay for the weekend. You're welcome, Miss Zoe. I appreciate the support you give me and the shout outs you give me anytime you see me. I appreciate the support, and I know if you're in here, you'll definitely keep my channel protected. That's for sure. Stephen, no, it's not that much. It is this time of year, it's very affordable. Emerald, okay. I will be, if I can convince the wife into going down there that weekend, I will be on the other end of Emerald, is where I'm talking about, Atlantic Beach, Moorhead area. I know between Suey and Big Matt, y'all will keep this room as safe as possible anytime y'all are around. Thank you, Miss Suey. That means a lot to me. I do try to be a good person. But it all comes into one of the commandments of doing to others as you would have them do unto you. I definitely do try that. Did you go out on Bogue Inlet Pier any while you were in Emerald, sir? Without looking at the video? Because that is a very, very good pier to go off of. I grew up going to the Travel Holiday Park right as you get over the big tall bridge going into Emerald. During the summer, my parents would have a camper and they stored it down there at the travel park, right there they would store it down by the water slides and they would pull it into the park, set it up. We would go down there on Friday and go back home on Sunday or what have you. And I pretty much lived at the little go-kart track and TCBY arcade and the water slides and that Bogue Inlet Pier all summer long. I would stay in the pool up by the arcade and the go-kart track so long for the summer that my hair would turn green. Okay. Moorhead is a very awesome place. Like I said, I grew up commercial fishing, and then I went from commercial fishing to working for Division of Marine Fisheries. So I know Moorhead very well. I love Oceana Pier. I love Radio Island. They got some great fishing off of both of those piers. Texas Headhunter. I just saw you pop in here. Sorry I didn't say hello quicker. Welcome, sir. If there is anything you would like to ask, by all means, please do. I'm just up here trying to interact with some of my subscribers and answer questions and just hold a general conversation. I keep looking at my phone because my phone tends to pick up the chat quicker than my laptop. Which I've got two phones here. Miss Health and Beauty. Hello. How are you? As you can see, there's not much help for my beauty, but I can work on my health a little bit. If I could get rid of this gut, I'd be doing great. I think I'm 6'2" and 250 pounds. Thumbs up for you. Thank you. I think it's Suey says daddy fingers. Because there's a little children's song, Daddy Finger, where are you? And it goes, here I am, how do you do? Then you have mommy finger, brother finger, sister finger, and baby finger. My 4-year-old listens to that song all the time. McDonald's and Pizza Hut. If you worked at McDonald's, I guarantee you I have seen you in real life before. Because back in the late 90s through probably 2010, 2015-ish time frame, I would be in Morehead City every week. I would go down there and fish, and I about kept the Captain Stacy head boat and chasing tail outdoors in business, trying to go out fishing every chance I could. And normally I would always stop in McDonald's to eat when I was going down there. Because y'all were always out there. Y'all were always open the latest of anybody down there in Morehead. Whew. Time flies up here. I know I saw Miss Health and Beauty on a live. I don't know if it was her live or whose live it was. I know I was in a live with you earlier today. We tend to follow each other all over the place during the day. Yes, sir, it was. Because you leave Oceana, go across the causeway, take a left, and you're right there at McDonald's. I believe is where it's at. One of my most favorite places to go on weekends when I was growing up was the Golfing Dolphin. Hey, man, I gotta lay it down, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother, and continue to be blessed. All right, Paul, man, take care. If I knew I won't having a easy tail day tomorrow, I'd probably go to bed too. But I'll be on YouTube more than I'll be working tomorrow. So I'm not all that concerned about anything at this point for tomorrow. Once I get out of West Virginia, I'm going to take a Monday off, and me and Paul Basson are going to have a first fish, biggest fish, most fish fishing tournament day somewhere. Good night, Big Mac. Take care. Tell Miss Anita I said good night and farewell to y'all. Y'all take care tonight, sir. I'm sure I will see you or her somewhere on a live stream sometime tomorrow. Okay. Stop that. I know my Gmail has new. Yep. The McDonald's is also, or actually no, I think it's the Hardee's that is close to the Dunkin' Donuts that's down there. Or was it McDonald's that's close to the Dunkin' Donuts? One or the other. I didn't get to go down to Morehead and places like that as much last year because of all the coronavirus and stuff. Oceana shut down from March to, I think it was July or August that they opened back up to people who were not season pass holders. And even when they opened up in August, I think Oceana could only have 50 people on it at any given time, and season pass holders would get first come, first serve priority. And the way they did it, once you got out there, they gave you a number. Whoever had the next number in line, if a season pass holder came up, they would go out there and ask you to leave and let the season pass holder take your place. I think now they have completely opened back up. And actually, I was talking to the pier, I think it's about 3 or 4 months ago. They're about to tear down the old Oceana Hotel and tear down all of the trailers out in front of it and the pier house itself and rebuild all of it into condos. I don't know when when they're going to have all that start, but lived there for 1 year. I've got a lot of good friends down around Moorhead, Beaufort area, and down and what they consider down east, down there by Cedar Point area. I couldn't think of where the ferry left out of it. Cedar Point. We actually went to Pine Knoll Shores Aquarium and ate at Sanitary Fish Market for the first day of my honeymoon. We went to Sanitary Fish Market and ate. Went to Pine Knoll Shores Aquarium. Left there, caught the Cedar Point ferry to Ocracoke, and then from Ocracoke we went across the island and caught the ferry and went up to Buxton and stayed at the inn on the Pimlico Sound in Buxton for a week. One of the few times I have ever bought the off-road vehicle or ORV pass. I got to sneeze. Maybe. Now that I said something, it's not going to come out. Anyways, let's see. I don't know who all we have left in here. Paul Man's gone. Big Matt's gone. I don't know if Miss Health and Beauty is in here still. She needs to pop my hand for eating that pizza earlier, because that was not healthy at all. Anyways, I am coming up on 2 hours of live, so I am probably going to hop off here at the 2 hour mark and call it a night. Hopefully y'all have a good night. Suey, for you, have a good day, because I think it should be it's probably getting close to lunchtime for Suey right now. But Let's see, Raleigh to Moorhead is probably about 3 hours, and I think Moorhead to Charlotte's about 5 or 6 hours. But yes, Miss Suey, it is 10:46 p.m. on Wednesday night here. I know you're on Thursday morning over there, so as I'm going to bed, you'll be getting ready to figure out what you're going to do for lunchtime. But anyways, I appreciate everybody for coming by. I appreciate all the questions and the interactions. I am absolutely loving the support from everybody. Like I said, I am continuing to grow, and I know I just did a 50 subscriber giveaway not long ago. I had no idea that when I did the 50, I would almost be at 150 within a month's time. I've almost tripled my channel in 3 weeks. So I will do some house chores here. If you want to do some house chores, I need to fly you to North Carolina. You can come do some house chores at my house. Maybe I can take you fishing as payment. No, if I had you come over to North Carolina, I'd probably have you cooking for me instead of cleaning for me. The one thing I love more than fish, or 2 things I love more than fishing: my family and food. Some people ask me if I like seafood. I said, yeah, I like seafood because anytime I see food, I eat it. As in SEEC, not SEA, like out in the ocean. Because there's not many things food-wise that I will not try at least once. But yeah, bedtime is coming here for me very soon. All right. I am at a 2-hour. My favorite food, believe it or not, is probably sesame chicken or General Tso's chicken. I know I destroyed that name. The TSO, General TSO. I always call it Sal or So's. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I destroyed that name. I know he is a Far East general in a sense. I believe that's what y'all are called, is Far East over there, if I remember my geography and history correct. Good night, First Time Fishing Adventures. Thank you for what you did with the computer earlier for me. That'll give me a backup computer and hopefully get my wife back into school. But thank you for everything, and thank you for your support and helping. Miss Suey, if you didn't know, First Time Fishing Adventures is one of the guys I fish with all the time, and he is the one that talked me into even starting filming anything. So you can thank him for us meeting, because him and Paul Mambasson are the 2 main reasons I am up here doing what I'm doing today. So there's not enough words to tell Mr. First Time Fishing Adventures how thankful I am on getting me started with all of this. You must teach me how to cook that. Miss Zoe, I don't know how to cook General Tso's chicken or sesame chicken. I go to Jinjin's Chinese takeout restaurant and pick it up and bring it home. But I definitely, if I had a choice of any type of food to eat, I definitely like Chinese food the best. But anyways, everybody, I am going to sign off of here. Chicken adobo for you. I have actually had that before, and it was very tasty. I can't remember exactly what all was in it, but I do remember eating it, and I do remember liking it. All right, I think I am going to end this live stream. I'm just over 2 hours, and this is just an impromptu. I was bored in the hotel room, wanted to interact with some of my subscribers, and stop watching TV for a little while. So, good night. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Once I wake up and get I have an 8 a.m. Webinar for my health insurance benefits. Once I get out of that, Miss Suey, I will look for your live stream because you're one of the many that I look for every morning to go live. I know it'll be nighttime for you, but morning time for me. All right, y'all take care. Have a wonderful night. You are more than welcome. I appreciate all the support you give me, and you are very, very good person. Catfish Cruz, how are you doing? I didn't even know you were in here, bud. Did you just come in, or have you been in here for a little bit? If you just got in here, I am sorry that I'm about to end it. If you have any quick questions, yeah, it just came in. If you have a quick question for me, I'll stay up here for a few minutes, but that is entirely up to you. If there's anything you would like to know. Normally, I go live around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time or 9 o'clock, and I'll stay up here 2.5 hours. I don't know how much that'll change once I get out of West Virginia and get back towards my home, because I do have a 4-year-old. But as of right now, as long as there's not too many people live at that around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'll hop up here and go live and just see who comes in and who doesn't. I don't expect any of y'all to stay the whole time. Just come by, say hello, stay 5 or 10 minutes, and go to the next one. But anyways, thank you for stopping by, Catfish. I do appreciate it. I will show you a picture before I get off, because I think this might be a picture you would appreciate here. Let me see if I can find it. It was on. Where was it? I think it's June. I'm in July. Hey, Rooster, how's it going? I was about to get off here. I wanted to show Catfish Cruise a picture here. Let me see if I can get this thing to dim down again. I don't know if you can see that catfish there, Catfish Cruise. That is my personal best channel catfish there, sir. He is just over 3 foot long and right at 25 or 26 pounds. Caught him on a piece of chicken liver. I was showing that picture off, and then let's see, come back up here. I don't know how well y'all can see that. It's an old 1940s Coca-Cola bottle. Somehow or another, the circle hook got up under the lip of the mouth and jammed just right for me to catch the bottle and pull it out of the mud. That's my weirdest catch ever off of a bottom rig. There's my PB crappie. I think he was like 19 and a half inches, over 3 pounds. I was out fishing a year or so ago, and I saw fish schooling up. One of my neater catches, I caught 2 fish on the same jerk bait, one on the back hook, one on the middle hook. PB bluegill, he was just over, I think it was like 1 pound, 7 or 8 ounces. It was a little thick football. And for 2019 and May of 2019, this was one of the bigger bass I caught at the time for that year. 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Yeah, that was a big bluegill, that's for sure. Or some fish. Have to call me Lucky from now on. Yep. I think North Carolina, they have to be over 8 pounds for you get a certificate of catch for them. It's 8 pounds or 20 ounces. Or ounces. 8 pounds or 20 inches. Huh. Rooster, if you're hoping to catch a bass that big and your PB is 5, the fact my actual all-time personal best bass is 13.2 probably really makes you sick. In 2019, in the fall, I caught 8 bass that were over the 8 pound mark. The biggest bass I caught in 2019 was 9 pounds, 11 and a half ounces. And since then, this past year in 2020, there was a group of bald eagles that were flying around that pond, and I have not caught big fish since. I hooked a fish at a pond this past weekend. The rod loaded up, bent over just as pretty as it could bend. Line started taking off to the left. I felt head shakes. I set the hook, and when I set the hook, my 17-pound fluoro snapped like it was a twig. this past Saturday. I have no idea what the hell I hooked, but the only thing I've ever caught out of that pond has been largemouth bass, turtles, and crappie. And the fact I felt a head shake means it was not a turtle. So the weight I felt when that hook set felt like the 10 plus pounders I've caught before. Now, whether it was or not, I hate to speculate. I was hoping that, considering I snapped off on the hook set, it would come up and jump that up out of the water when they try to throw the hook afterwards. But I didn't even have that happen, so I don't know what it was. Huh. Fishing the dock, Catfish and Rooster came in. I was about to get off and go take a shower and go to bed, but I decided to stay on a few minutes for y'all, since y'all did come in and grace my channel with your support. I do appreciate it. Anyways, I do think I am going to hop off of here, take me a shower, and try to get some shut-eye for tonight. Depending on how many people are live tomorrow night around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I know Miss Jody has her catfish tournament at 10 o'clock. So I might try to sneak in a quick live for an hour or so around 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and just sit here and talk fishing and talk about my day and whatever y'all want to ask me. It doesn't have to be fishing related. Think of some good questions for tomorrow night, and I'll be back up here around 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because I won't get off the job site till 6:30. I go eat, and then I talk to my 4-year-old by video chat. And shortly after that, I'll hop up here on live for a little while and my wife hops up here and streams it to the TV until it's time for them to go to bed. So at least my daughter does get to see me and hear me while I'm 7.5 hours away from work. But anyways, again, thank you. I want to thank all of you for your support, because I had no idea when I announced, I think it was October the 13th, I announced I was going to do a 50 subscriber giveaway, which I did this past Tuesday. I've gone from 38 subscribers to, I think I'm at like 125 or something crazy like that now. I've about tripled my channel in 2 to 3 weeks. But I do appreciate the support. Thank you for everything y'all do, and I will definitely keep trying to do these live streams to interact with y'all. All right, y'all take care. Have a wonderful night, tight lines, and sweet dreams to the ones in the U.S. And Silly, hope you have a wonderful lunch, hon. Y'all, you take care for today, and I will catch you in the morning when I wake up. I will see if you're alive or not. All right. Talk to y'all later. I will probably, Catfish and Rooster, I will probably be going live Saturday afternoon. I'll have my wife and kid out with me. Going to the pond to go catfishing. I may have a tub of worms for my 4-year-old so she can catch some brim. I will definitely have that up. You're fine, Tinkerbell. I was going to leave, and I had a couple other people pop back in. But hopefully y'all will get to see my wife and 4-year-old this Saturday afternoon. And we'll go from there. I'll probably have a live stream of that. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night and or day for Tinkerbell and Suey. I appreciate y'all coming by too. Y'all take care.